guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jackie.
I'm
Last
Nafisha.
time we were talking about
The pros.
why we would encourage someone to become a nurse. So
Yeah.
this time we're talking about the cons of nursing.
Yeah, like why five
Reasons why.
why you
Why you probably shouldn't become a nurse.
yeah
Ah,
yeah or at least think real hard about it.
Yeah. Like I was asking her in the last video, do you have any regrets why you became a nurse?
I don't have no regrets.
Yeah.
Because it's still a experience. If I want to get out of it, then
Yeah.
I still have the experience. But sometimes I get pissed off and just don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So
I think
if you
a
have
lot of us, to be honest, we've
Mhm.
gone through that.
Yeah.
You clock and you're like, I'm not coming back.
you don't even you pull up to the building and your heart drop like, oh, I don't
I'm
even
here
want to be here.
again. So what are the cons of becoming a nurse? Why would we tell someone, no, I don't think you should become a nurse?
I think it's a real high stress level.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah,
high
nurse.
stress level job.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
not for the weak, to be honest.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. You have to have a thick
You
skin
don't have a thick
and a
skin.
strong back to
And
pick
that's
up.
Oh yeah,
To pick up
physically you gotta
yeah.
be strong physically and mentally. I know I
Mhm.
don't look strong physically, but I am.
Yeah, it's
I-
all about
you-
body mechanics.
Yeah, body mechanics. You have to be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually too.
Mhm.
Honestly,
Oh yeah.
you gotta be strong spiritually.
Yeah. for
Yeah.
real.
And so the stress level. But the thing about it is, a lot of employers, what they're doing right now,
Mhm.
they try to come up with programs of helping their employees cope with their stress.
Mhm.
It could be through exercise, going to the gym. They have gyms at their workplace. It could be through counseling. So they have all those, put in place just to help employees cope with stress. My previous job, well, I used to work at this job before, they would bring in people who do massages,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they would, if your shift starts at 6:30,
Mhm.
you are told to come and say at 4:30, that way you can get a massage before you go to work.
Yeah.
Or after work, they tell you to go get a massage before you go home.
Oh, that's
Which I thought that was really
yeah.
good.
I take one right before I go home.
The other reason why we would probably discourage someone from becoming a nurse is the stress of going to nursing school.
Mm.
Were you stressed out?
Yeah.
Was it too much for you?
It wasn't too much because I finished. I was praying a lot and crying, Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it was a lot of stress.
So I mean, you just gotta keep moving.
A lot of sacrifice. You sacrifice your social life, you sacrifice your family time, you sacrifice everything to get through the program. So it is not an easy program. I don't think there's any easy program out there, but the level at which, the stress at which you have to go through to be able to graduate as a nurse, it's on a different level. The other cons,
Long hours
long hours of work.
and fatigue. Like after, I know it's good. You have the weekend doubles with the Baylor pay, your 12 hours, 3
Yeah.
days you're done. But it's tiring too because you ain't just sitting there. You running around. You doing all kind of stuff. What, hanging IVs, drawing blood, taking calls.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of all the chaos, you taking calls too. It's it could be stressful and
Yeah.
tiring.
It is very
It's
tiring.
long hours. I just
Yeah.
sometimes.
And it is very normal for someone to go to work, clock in, and you will not get a chance to sit down
Mhm.
until 12 hours later.
Oh
or
yeah.
8 hours later. I mean, you're on your feet the whole freaking time,
Yeah. Exactly.
from patient to patient to dealing with, just so many things going on that you don't even have a break to eat.
They should have that massage.
You don't have even a minute to go pee. That's how
Oh
bad it
yeah.
is.
Yeah. You hold it.
Yeah, and you get UTIs. You get urinary
Exactly.
tract
That's what I was
infections.
just finna say.
You don't drink water because you don't have time to even take a sip of water.
Oh my God! I had
It's
my mouth was so
terrible.
dry. Like I was like, man, my tongue just sticking to the roof. I said, I gotta get some water. I started bringing the cases of water in, cause like
Cases of water?
yeah, cause the place that I was working didn't. I don't. It just wasn't. it wasn't that clean, so
Oh.
you didn't want to really drink no water out of there.
Yeah.
So I started bringing that for the crew that I was with,
Yeah.
case of water, so we can stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Because we're working all of these hours.
You're working all these hours. But you know what is so sad is I think the money is so good that
Mhm.
even though you get tired at the end of the shift, you want to go back again. Isn't that way? That's so weird.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta you thinking about the stuff that you need to get. You have to make your money.
Yeah. I think right now as you age, I can't work as many hours I used to when I was in my 20s.
I don't know, I can't do that
I
either.
can't anymore. I work 3 12s. I'm done.
Mhm.
Like I'm so done. I don't even want to see anything to do with work. I'm so done because it takes you another 2 days to recover from
Mhm.
the fatigue. So yeah, there's a lot of fatigue and just chronic fatigue that can get to you mentally and physically. As a nurse,
Mhm.
you are at risk of getting
Oh yeah.
exposed to dangerous stuff. You know,
Yeah,
like
okay.
infections, especially right now with COVID.
Yeah.
You know, you are at risk of getting beaten up by a patient, spit on by a patient, punched in the
Oh.
face by a patient, cast out.
Yeah, I almost got
It's a
1
patient.
2 the other day. They
Oh,
almost-
really?
Yeah, 1 2.
What happened?
It was he almost 1 2.
What did you do to the patient?
Oh, I done the Matrix. Oh, I don't know what I done to him for him to do that.
Oh.
You know, people just get confused or whatever, and he almost won to me, so I had to do the Matrix back and kind of scoot away from him.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
have a patient who spit on me one time. Who
Oh,
he almost spit on
Lord.
me.
that's not
But I
good
didn't take
right
it.
now.
No, I didn't take it personal because she has Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
She did have Alzheimer's, and so I just looked at her and
it wasn't recent though, huh? With the
no,
COVID. Okay.
no, oh my gosh, no, no way. It was a while back. So I just looked at her.
Mhm.
A part of me, I'm processing. I'm like, what should I do to her? But then,
Yeah.
you know, when you think about it, you're like, they're not in their right minds.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you just forgive them and keep
We
moving.
keep moving. So I can't take it.
And then also a risk for injuries, back injuries. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing with nurses.
It's
They
kind of
are-
hard with using your body mechanics now with it being so busy with the COVID. You get in a rush and then you just do something that'll end up hurting you.
Because you're in a rush to do
Yeah, yeah, you got to be careful.
Do you know there was a research done that nurses, I think almost 60% of nurses, by the time they retire,
Mhm.
by the time they are in their 50s,
Mm.
60% of them have injured their backs.
Yeah.
And they end up being on disability for
Jeez.
injuries.
Oh Lord.
That is my greatest fear,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
to injure my back or break something and I can't walk anymore.
Yeah. What would you do?
What do you
What
do?
would you do after that? You've been a nurse all this time.
Hmm.
What are you
And-
falling back on?
Yeah, and it's not that, you know, even if you start getting compensated for the disability, it's not a lot of money.
No.
It's not. So
That's another reason why.
that's another. So you get into nursing knowing that all those things could happen to you. So you have to be very cautious. You have to be
Mhm.
careful about everything, and you gotta have a strong, like you said, you gotta be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Mhm.
You have to
And you really should exercise because that'll help you.
exercise, do a lot of meditation, do a lot of positive thinking,
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to help you cope with all these things. And especially with COVID right now, there's just so many emotions right now.
You get paid good in nursing, but sometimes you won't get compensated for the work that you're doing. Like as far as COVID,
Mm-hmm.
some places don't pay you COVID pay like you should get paid.
They take advantage of you,
Yeah.
basically.
Exactly.
And
So
you're expected to be a steward. You're expected to be the bigger picture, or be a team player. But
Mhm.
they're not considering that you're putting your life
At risk. And your whole family
Yeah.
and friends. So
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
gotta be careful of who you're working for too.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a place that does care about you.
There are more pros to becoming a nurse than, not becoming a nurse. So yeah, if you still wanted to go to nursing school, hey, don't be discouraged. You have to understand, and with every job, I think there are cons to every job. There are cons to every job. So it's just a matter of how you cope with that, or how you prepare yourself to deal with that.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything else?
No.
That's it, guys. If you are a nurse, and if you have any additional information about what we've talked about today, if there's any experiences you've had as a nurse and you want to share it with the rest of the viewers and the rest of our subscribers, go ahead and comment below and share your experiences with us. We also would love to. I'm sure we haven't talked about all of them, so it will be nice to hear what you have to say. But other than that, if you haven't subscribed, comment, share this video, like it, do everything you can. We love you, and we are so grateful you joined us. Until next time, you have anything else?
No.
I don't.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Until next time, guys. Bye.